Welcome to NME ICT Sakshat e-Content project under Ministry of HRD Government of India. This project is of marketing management. The project is under NME ICT, that is National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Under this mission, a proper balance between content generation, research in critical areas relating to imparting of education, and connectivity for integrating our knowledge with the advancement in other countries is to be attempted. In order to bolster our knowledge resources to obtain and maintaining the competitive edge in the world, we require a system of identification and nurturing of talent and lifelong learning. Knowledge modules based on personalized needs of the learner would need to be delivered to him or her at the right time with the right content interactively to take care of his or her aspirations. With these objectives in mind, these videos are created for the portal Sakshat. We will learn basic marketing over here.
Hi, I am LL means learner. I am learner of marketing management. I'll learn marketing in master's class. The desire for learning marketing comes out of interest. This is very interesting topic. Marketing management is seen everywhere in the society. You see up or down, you see here and there, you can see brand names and logos and advertisements and people working in marketing area. I am very much interested in learning marketing. Let us learn marketing from Dr. J. Badiani. He is going to teach marketing management under Sakshat e-Content Development Project under National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, that means N-M-E-I-C-T. Let us start learning.
Good morning to all. Today, we are going to learn new product development.
Hello and welcome to Sakshat e-Content on marketing management. Today, we are going to understand new product development. Launching a new product is an essential attribute of successful businesses as they survive and grow. The ability to develop these new products to compete in existing or new market is a core competency for many successful firms. It is important for the survival of these firms to understand which factors affect the components of successful product development process. In early studies of product development, researchers were focused on the products to be developed rather than the total process of product development. But after 1970s, the new product development process expanded to include, researchers expanded to include the study of the process of new product development. If we look to organizing new product development, we say companies handle the organizational aspects of new product development in several ways. Many companies assign responsibilities for new product ideas to product managers. But product managers are often so busy managing existing lines that they give little thought to new products other than line extensions. They also lack the specific skills and knowledge needed to develop and criticize new products. Some companies have a high-level management committee charged with reviewing and approving proposals. Large companies often establish a new product development headed by a manager who has a substantial authority and access to top management. The department's major responsibilities include generating and screening new ideas, working with the research and development department, and carrying out field testing and commercialization studies. If we look to new product development strategy, it includes original products, it includes acquisition, product improvements, product modifications, new brands through the firm's own R&D efforts. Now if we look to new product development process exactly, we can say the process is divided in several steps. The first step is idea generation. Idea generation has got cross-functional teams. They have got the two basic functions. I mean to say, number one is generating the idea, and number two is identifying the opportunity areas. Generating ideas can have several techniques like brainstorming, like judgments, like creativities, and you can say that idea generation can be done by anybody and everybody within the organization. It can be a person, it can be an employee, it can be customers, it can be any stakeholders, it can be CEO, it can be R&D head, anybody. Brainstorming and synaptic techniques are specific techniques used today widely. Brainstorming considers no negative ideas and addition or removal of those you can say features or something quality levels etc. within the product. And synaptics is going from broader to narrower. The concept developed by William J. Gordon. Synaptics is not allowing people, experts, knowing that what products are to be developed and discussing on general ideas, leading them slowly towards the narrower parts of the product development. I mean to say specific parts of new product development. Identifying opportunity areas include problem solving to bring new ideas to the table, sketching the prototypes, or several time idea prioritization too. Well, generating new product concepts and evaluating against them to a set of, you can say, rules, set of policies of companies, and that companies criteria rather for new products is the basic task of idea generation. Second step involves idea screening. It may go through a conducting survey and analyzing the results. It may be a representative sample of end users via internet or panel. It may be showing concept and asking buyers for their intent, uniqueness, values, etc. It may go for comparing scores to internal criteria, benchmarks, norms. It may be you can say forecast the trial, I mean to say going for the trial or etc. Well, there are two kinds of errors which are possible over here: drop error and go error. If you continue with a bad idea, I mean to say idea to concepts, if you are going for, then it can be said as, you can say, if you are not screening that idea properly and the bad idea goes continuously, it can be said as go error, going with a bad idea. And if you reject a good idea which may turn into a successful product, it can be said as drop error, because you have dropped the good idea. The third step goes for concept development after idea screening. Concept development normally is a stage done by marketing or advertising agencies or the marketing departments of the organization. It may be conducting a focus group kind of discussions also. The objectives over here is to judge whether the concept fits the opportunities, areas and constraints, refining and oblique or describing the product concept, that what it is, what benefits it will deliver to users, key information like size, varieties, package, prices, etc. They're all said as, you can say, the objectives of concept development. Next stage talks about marketing strategy development. It talks about launch decision framework. It talks about use of diagnostics. It talks about determining which segments to target and why. It talks about product positioning, value proposition. It talks about sales forecasting and pricing decision frameworks. It talks about communication strategies. It talks about distribution strategies too. And many more marketing strategies are involved over here, but these were the major. Well, after development of these all strategies with the framed concept, a marketer, a business rather, needs to go for the next step, and that is what is business analysis. The business analysis, well, includes so many, you can say, ways of analysis, like you can say sales and cost and profit projections, and to determine that whether the product would be product will be consistent with the company's objectives or not. If they do, the concept can move to the development stage. Well, over here, the BEP, break-even point, break-even quantity, the profits, the average profits, etc., are to be calculated. Even it is analyzed that the new product would be product will be in which product line, the way in which how much it can enhance the values of product line, or it can deteriorate the product line, how much diversifications are needed, etc. Well, next stage is product or prototype development. Product or prototype development includes either a product itself development or a prototype, a small miniature of the product development. When specifically product is costly or it is very large in size, prototypes are developed, which are a small version of that product for testing the market, or for you can say looking that how it looks or how it feels, etc. Well, the product or prototype development stage is divided into two basic steps. First is initial stages with broad design parameters to conduct a survey or to experiment or for refining the designs, and then afterwards it is fine tuning and finalizing the designs. That designs which formulate or their formulations vary, types vary, etc., and optimizing the final version of the product. After development of the final version of the product or prototype, well, it is to be tested. Like if any guests come to our house, before serving a tea or coffee or some beverages, we test it, how we have prepared. The similar way over here too, products or prototypes are to be tested before the last step, that is what is commercialization. This process should involve the use of simulated, controlled, and or conventional test marketing to evaluate, decide, and refine the product and its launch. Well, designing and implementing test marketing approaches should consider the nature of implementation problems, the new product, its importance to the organization, and the amount of uncertainty in the market environment. In some cases, test marketing can be bypassed in favor of immediate market entry. Well, some competitive situations may force you to bypass this kind of uh, process, I mean to say test marketing. This approach can succeed with careful attention to track the new product launch and modify accordingly. The last step in new product development process includes commercialization. Based on marketing, if the company decides to go for the manufacture and sell of the product, uh, capacity decisions are to be made. The timing of the launch, the geography of the initial launch, the niche market within the target market, and how to launch the product becomes important decisions over here. Well, this was about the new product development process. Now after that, if we look to key factors which affect the new product development process, they are acceptance of new products depends on understanding the market, sharpening the product features to respond to customers, and mobilizing institutional resources. It is dampened demand can result from misinterpretation of market conditions, flaws in product features, and lack of institutional commitment. Managing product growth and refinement throughout the product lifecycle challenges are even there which affect the new product development process. The competitive environment, the market situations, the factors, the framework, the total marketing environment even affects, you can say, the new product development. Well, the next and last point over here to be considered is measurement of new product development. Measurement of new product development is not consistent throughout the literature, but most variations of measurement focus on product performance, development time, and the cost of development. Successful new products in the service industry can be more difficult to measure manufacturing products, but may use the same measurement categories. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the class and watching. I have learned a lot. Did you? Have a good day from the learner.